Yo, hey, what's going on, everybody? Shout out to Nyce Kennels, Bully Talk. This is making it better, baby. From New York to a different state to a country far from you. What's going on? David Singh here from Making It Better Bullies. You can reach me on IG at Making It Better Bullies, Facebook, Making It Better Bullies, or David Singh. There's Gizmo, just get in touch, man. That's all I can say. We got a whole bunch of good shit around here. I hope everyone enjoyed this episode. Shout out to Nyce again, bro. It is a little different. Congrats on your behalf, bro. Thank you.
Yo, YBH.
Yeah, making it better, baby. Come on. That's famous as Nyce. That's famous as Nyce too. Houston. Available. She got air conditioning, bro. Sit. Stay. Don't you move. I'm David Singh from Making It Better Bullies here. You can follow me at Making It Better Bullies on IG, Making It Better Bullies on Facebook, and David Singh on Facebook too. Sit there. Stay. So, to start with the BABC belt, that was in Lebanon, PA this year. C.E.O. Kennels gave him that one. I think he beat like 12 dogs. And then we'll start with the wow factors. The first time he won was 2 years ago. He won in Ohio at the wow factor. Let's see. So it'd be like, it'd be this one. Best, what do you call hybrid? Hybrid means Merle. Then he got best in breed overall. That is, let me see, where is it? Then you got this one, I'm missing some. Then you got this best hybrid and breed. Then we went back the following year. He won again, best male Merle. He won best male and breed again. Then we went back to Chicago. He won best hybrid, ABR and breed again, best male. Then there was a show out here in Dunkirk, New York, All-Star Bullies. He won a Merle Stackoff. Best Merle. What is this here? King of the Kings. He won baddest bully in the building. Return of the Bullies. He won best in show. What else did he win? What else we got here? What is this? Best standard bully. He won. What the hell is this? Best Merle again, he won. And then this one was in Dunkirk too. He won East Coast champion. And then I don't know, man. All these banners and shit, man. We've been working, man. This is all in the last. This be 100. This is all except the first year. This is all of them in the last like year. Traveling state to state, like I said, Lebanon, PA, Dayton, Ohio every year, Chicago, Illinois, PA again that just passed the wow factor there in Philly. I don't know, he won He won the South Carolina ICBR Canine Best in Breed first place. What else did he win? BABC Club first place. What the hell does this one say? ICBR Best Male. I mean, we've really been working, man. Just everywhere. And then the next one we're going to is we'll be in Dallas, October 29th for the ABR Fun Show Jamboree. So yeah, proof's in the pudding, man. You know, go state to state. We don't discriminate. Just being honest with you guys. You know what I mean? A lot of you guys are capping out there. I'm sorry to sound like that. They really are, man. Nice there. I don't know. Am I wrong, Nice? These ain't all the same judges either. These on the same registries, nothing. You know what I mean? Get your dog out your backyard, honestly. I'm sorry I'm passionate like that. Bring your Merle out. If you got a Merle that's 100 pounds, 20 inches, I mean, he can move. I mean, preferably me. I like the fun show, but I like the register show. I like that it shows the dog moving. You know what I mean? Your dog gotta be able to move. You know, your dog you gotta have those angles. Gotta have a rear. You gotta have fronts, tight paws like a lion. You know, that's famous, bro. You know what I mean? Gizmo was for my wife. So, you know, my wife wanted a French Bulldog. And she was actually the first one that was like really talking about them before I saw his mother. But it was a present for my wife. You know what I mean? Well, he gave me another lane. You know what I mean? Preferably, you know, I messed with American Bullies. He's helped my kennel to where he's helped me establish myself as also a French Bulldog breeder. Like everything that I've popped recently that has anything to do with that breed has been to Gizmo. You know, so I don't know. I feel it'll be his time real shortly. You know what I mean? He got 5 litters on the ground. I mean, the boy's not even a year and a half old. You know, so preferably, what did he add? He just added another sauce, another flavor. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way I could put him. And besides that, my wife wanted him. So, you know. Man, that's famous, bro. And the only reason I say famous is because I produced them. You know what I mean? I think Gizmo's a great dog, and it's something necessarily that I will use for my program to build my Frenchie line. But you know, I didn't produce him, so I love him. But I mean, it might sound a little weird, but he the one. I produced him. You know what I mean? So he go everywhere with me. You know, so it'd be famous. I mean, you could use social media, but I mean, if you're trying to get yourself out there and actually, besides just going to the dog show, I mean, you build yourself in the community. So, I mean, you know, it's a big thing in this community, it's bragging rights. You know, everybody and anybody could say they have a cool looking dog or what they feel is the best thing that they feel. You know what I mean? But a dog show ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? So, I feel going to the dog shows, that's how I built my brand. You know, I travel state to state, and I proved that I had something that was worth necessarily people following me. So, you know, I feel just on my behalf, the dog show helped me majorly because from the traveling, I've established myself in different states. You know, so just my preference is I used the bully community and the dog community as one to expand my brand. And the dog show definitely did it, especially, you know, to give shout outs to the ones that are really putting, you know, these cameramen on their pages, making these great ass videos, you know, and actually, believe it or not, they're promoting you, but they're also promoting their brand. So, you know, with the way that, you know, social media works, it's a beautiful thing if you get in tune with these shows and you actually get your dog on some of these videos, because it will help you with advertisement, especially if it's a well-established known dog show for it's a show that people come out for from all over the world. You know, well, not the world, but the United States. You know, if you want to get your dog known, and you got to put your dog in that spotlight, and I believe the only way to do it is actually by bringing your dog out. I'll say it again. This is Miss Lee from Massachusetts. There's a nationwide actually, she got her back on the next one. Everyone think this is Famous's daughter. It's not. This is Famous's daughter. And she got her on the other cover that I think will be out in the next 90 days. But this is a nationwide magazine, and this is one of my clients. And she's working with her too, honestly, if you can tell. You know what I mean? Yeah, next year, May 13th, I'm going to be throwing a dog show with Joe Valdez. We got a whole bunch of dudes coming from all over the United States. Daquan Jackson with Bully Avenue. Jason Walker's coming out with Dirty Money. Nathan Hernandez. We got Fabian Chinchester that actually produced and started the Remy line. He coming out to judge names, but it's going to be in Irvine, New York, right here on the Seneca Nation CCC building. It's going to be a little different. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be a little different, bro. It's all indoor. I don't know. It's going to be bananas. I can't really talk much about it because what happens is most of the time, besides me just telling you about some of the people that are coming, and I apologize if I missed anybody's name, is people take your ideas. So, you know, we're quite a way out still, Nyce. So, like, you know, we're gonna start probably when we get to like 90 days, saying like some of the special things we got going on with this dog show. But we definitely have we got a lot of people coming out from all over the United States, and I appreciate everybody. I really do that's coming out. I know state-wise, like I said, the ones I said, Ohio will be in the building, Massachusetts will be in the building, New York definitely, PA, Chicago, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. A lot of people coming out to show me my boy Joe Valdez love, man. It's going to be pretty cool. It really is. I think it was after the first litter. You know, I was blessed. I hit a trend, just being real with everybody. You know, I fell in love with Merle, and when I fell in love with it, it was still where, you know, necessarily people weren't taking to it, and a lot of people had their own opinions about it. But you know, I had my first litter. Famous was born, his sisters and his one brother, and I did well. I did real well with even undercutting the number because they want so much money for these dogs. And after that happened, you know, Famous was still a puppy, and yes, I got into showing and stuff, but I couldn't believe it, honestly, guys. I couldn't believe like what you could do with a dog. You know, it gave us enough money to where it helped us remodel a house. You know, our first litter, we remodeled the whole house that we bought at a tax auction. I would say, if not 85% of it from the litter, it was at least 65%, guys. So once I did that, I think that's what really got me open, honestly, was when I saw that, you know, this was actually, besides a hobby to me and me just loving dogs, it was something that was going to be very lucrative because I actually love doing it. So I think it was probably my first litter, Nyce. It was probably my first litter, honestly. Milwaukee, Cali, all over New York, Ohio. Famous' sisters went to Denver. His brother went to Milwaukee. You know, like, I built, I don't know, I like selling dogs out of state. That's me. I like saying that I have something somewhere else. So, you know, I definitely have some states. I think altogether, Nyce, there's probably like, there has to be 13 states already that I've put, maybe more, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, but there's at least like 11 to 12 that I can say of offspring I put of Famous in different states. And then, you know, Famous' sisters in different states, his brother in different states. But there has to be probably, I would say, close to like 13 different states already. Hey, yeah, you made my life a lot. Fucking, you know what it is? He showed me that I could do different things. You know what I mean? So, you know, like, he brought that bag, man. I mean, Nyce, you're gonna see in a little bit, bro. Like, I'm not capping on nothing, bro. Like, he bought his own house, bro. I mean, how do you say the dog bought his own house, bro? You know, he helped take care of me, he helped take care of my family. I mean, yeah, I did push him, but at the end of the day, he the one that made that happen from the way he looked. Whether you want to say I produced him, it don't matter what I did with him. He was able to give me what I needed. So like, I think, you know, bro, he my favorite, bro. He come everywhere with me, you know. So I don't know. Yeah, I remember the first time. It was the wow factor. It was the first wow factor I went to about 2 years ago. I came in by myself, bro. I had I don't know if I told you, I put him on World Star, bro. I put Famous on World Star and had like professional video done of him and the whole 9 yards, bro. And in Times Square, and I did it like right before I went to the dog show, and I remember being nervous and shit, but like, yo, that's different, man. Like when you really win, bro. Like especially like how I said before, you gotta go out to some of these big boy ones, man. You know, you're gonna figure out if you kennel blind real fast, man. You know, so like when he won that one, man, that shit was crazy, man. Like I think that motivated me. Every time he wins something, I want to go to a different state. That's me. You know, I go Wow Factor every year in Ohio because that was the first one he ever won. So I got kind of sentimental value to that. And I will always go back there, and if someone beats him in the ring, in the registered show, I salute you, you know, and I'll keep it pushing, but he hasn't lost yet. So, like, you know, we're doing Texas, and then after Texas, I mean, I haven't really said much to my wife, but I want to go to Cali. You know, I want to bring him out to Cali. So, you know, it kind of pushes me to do more. It actually motivates me. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. You gotta look like Famous. And if it's on a Frenchy aspect, I mean, I have this really badass female that I really like, and I got pictures of her when she was a puppy and all that good stuff. So I really try to like pick like her structure with like Gizmo's head. So there's like certain things like mindset that like I choose. Like if it's with Famous, like I know what he produces already. Like necessarily like his traits, you could say, or whatever. You know, so like I'm looking for the tight, beefy, big paws, you know. I'm looking for the wide frame, you know, crazy neck, head. But besides even the look, like I don't know if you do this, Nyce, but like I pay attention to which ones look at me after they get to be like 7.5, 8 weeks old, and they're like, you know, necessarily they're functional, and they're running around on their own, and you know, they're happy to see you in the morning when you feed them and stuff. But I really look for the one that, you know, actually looks up at me, you know, because that's the biggest thing is the temperament. And I remember when Famous was a pup, yo, he would look right up at you as if like he understood every word you were saying. So I guess it would be like, you know, the eye, you know, he's giving me the eye contact, or she's giving me the eye contact, beefy paws, structure, clean bite. I mean, there's a lot of things that go into it, bro. That's why I like keeping them for a little bit, honestly. I like keeping them, but necessarily with repeating breedings and things like that we do over here, I necessarily already knows somewhat what's gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? So it makes it a little easier when you do like a replay, when you're gonna run it back. Or, you know what I mean, if like you grab something from this one and you're like, you know, I produce off this, I know what this is gonna produce, and then you snap them together, you know? I mean, that's what I'm on next. You know what I mean? Taking one of Famous's nieces, keeping something, the other niece, keeping a few maybe, and then popping them together. You know, and see what come out of that, you know. But I guess I would say I'd rather a bottle. I don't do that part. My wife has figured that out. You know, my wife tube feeds and, you know, helps me out that way. But if I had to, you know, guess which way I think would be better, I would say I probably want a tube feed, because I mean, if you don't get it in their stomach and you go in the wrong area, you know, and then you pump a whole bunch of stuff into their lungs, and then, you know, I just think bottle feeding would be better if I had to do it, because I don't do the tube feeding. You know what I mean? Or the nipple, that thing with like, you know what I'm talking about, Nyce, with the nipples around it. That's good because they kind of do it on their own, and it's like almost as if they're with their mom there. But yeah, can we use the nipple instead of, I would go with the nipple instead of the bottle. Like the, I don't know what it is, like, I don't know what it is, like rubber or something. That's what I would do, yeah. I would say like 2.5, 3 years ago, I think, Nyce. I think you were buying a whole bunch of dogs, but, right, Nyce? Am I wrong?
100%, 2 years.
Yeah, you were buying some dogs, bro. I remember you hit me up. And then, you know, we just started following each other and talk and chatting a little bit. But, yeah, I guess,
I don't know, through social media, I guess the best thing, right, Nyce? That's how me and you met, I guess? Yeah, I would say social media. I met you through social media, and I've known you now for like 2.5 years or so. I would say something like that, 2 years or so. Yeah, it's beautiful. You treat people the way you want to be treated. You know what I mean? And everything works out a lot better, you know? You over here chilling, you know? Pretty cool. Don't follow nothing. Like, you know, if you, I think if you're gonna be a breeder, then that means necessarily you working on, you know, either perfecting something, making something, or being consistent about breeding. You know what I mean? Whether it's, you know, whatever the breed is. You know, so I would say, you know, just, I would say, you know, try to figure out what your vision is and really figure it out, because, you know, you might think this is it today or this is it tomorrow, but I think the biggest thing is that, you know, when you're first starting, you really need to, you know, sit down and kind of really figure out, like, what you're going for. I mean, if you're just going to chase pedigrees, you know, I salute you. You know what I mean? And you're going to go with what's trending at the point, I salute you. You know, and if you're going to go on the point where just running it like a business, always do good business, you know. But as far as like how you're saying it, or I'm taking it as a breeder, you know, you got to figure out what you want to do first. You know, for this way, if you sit back a little bit and really think about it, you can like avoid situations of like necessarily you being a year in the game, 2 years in the game, and then saying to yourself, this isn't what I really want. And then you got to go back to the drawing board. Or, you know, if necessarily you're not able to go back to the drawing board, then you're working backwards, because then you're trying to use what you have. And if it's necessarily you're going with a bigger dog or a smaller dog, you know, it could definitely work out for you, but you could have just sat down and really thought about it for a little bit to where you wouldn't need to take a step backwards. Shout out to Nyce Kennels and Bully Talk, making it better.